to bring you over so you can speak on it, so you can let the people know what's really going on. So Black Essence went to her live, and Black Essence basically got in the box and was like unsolicited, but she didn't.
Okay, so unsolicited, I do apologize for interrupting you during the case. Bailiffs, for the bailiffs that are here, if I do not instruct you to unblock someone, please do not unblock them. If I see that someone is being unblocked without discussing it with me first, you will be removed as a bailiff. You may continue unsolicited. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so per my understanding, my whole thing was Black Essence went over there. Black Essence went over there, and she basically said that what unsolicited said, she was right. So she went back after she dropped Black Essence out the box, and she went back and was like, "Oh, this B got B's coming over here trying to check me. This B." So everybody telling me like go over there because she keep calling your name the whole time. I have a job, so I was working, and I went on her panel to basically explain to her that what they're telling you is not me. Like people were in her comments telling her that if what they're saying is not me, that I'm not the person who she think it is. So she goes on and on and on. I get up in the panel like, lady, please stop calling my name and calling me out my name because they're telling you that it's not me. She kept calling me bees and all of this stuff. So since she wanted to do that, I went and wrote a love letter to her husband. I told the people I was gonna fuck the shit out of her husband, and I did. I wrote a love letter to my stink. I let my stink know that I know that he's in distress at the current moment. He's tired of eating Salisbury steak every day. So I try to cook him a nice dinner. I invited him over and told him he can come over. I then wrote another letter because it's the same script, same a different pass. And I tried to let her husband know that I'm here for him and anything that he needs. That's I wrote a letter to her husband.
Can you please show the court? Do you have that letter with you today?
Well, this is my backup page, and I don't have access to
No
get
worries. I
on.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we have that evidence here. Would you like for me to submit it
Okay.
for the courts?
Yes, you can submit a control because, like I said, Your Honor, I'm guilty. I'm pleading insanity. You can give me anger management, some community service hours. I don't know, but you can show the courts the letter.
Okay, so while I'm showing them the court, you make the letter. You may continue. By the way, I'm just
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, would you like to read out the letter for the people?
So this was the letter to my man, you all. This is the letter that I wrote to my man. Dear friends with attitudes, husband. Good afternoon, Sting. I missed you. I really enjoyed the time we had last night. It was amazing. Did you lie to her like you lied to her the last time and say you were out with the boys? Laugh out loud. That always works for her. I know you are tired of eating that Tyson Salisbury steak. So, baby, I cooked you a dinner. I cooked you a garlic and herb lobster with a side of shrimp kebabs with the peppers, just like you like, with a fully loaded baked potato on the side. I know you enjoyed that stink because it's kind of small. Tonight, before you come over, please hide that crumble cookie hair under the kitchen sink. And please try not to touch it because I don't want you to get a paper cut, stink. See you soon, your babes, unsolicited.
Don't get out now, Mama.
Okay, so that is the letter that unsolicited wrote for friends with attitude husband. Did he happen to respond to that letter?
Yes, and I posted the letter. My man is in distress. He says those colors she's wearing are not. The fashion police is out in the TikTok streets.
So one moment, you said he responded. I believe we have the response right here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. One moment, so. Okay. Now it's kind of small to read. Do you want me to read it out, or you're able
Yes,
to?
you can read it out.
Okay. So the letter says, "Hey baby, life with friends with attitude is like living in a clown convention with pink hair and a wardrobe that what the hell? Yeah, this shit is small as hell, y'all. That could rival a circus what? Oh, a circus tent. Don't mind me, y'all. Y'all see these letters are small as shit. And then it says, and her back, let's just say it got more curves than than a winding road. But amidst the madness, you're the ray of sunshine in my stormy circus. Your humor keeps me sane, even when friends with attitude, fashion choices threaten to push me over the edge. Here's to you, my love, and to hoping our love story doesn't turn into a three-ring circus. Forever, your stink stink. That's the letter that friends with attitude husband wrote to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He's in distress, Your Honor, and this is why I'm here to fight this case because I don't need my man to be in distress. I don't want him in distress. He doesn't. It's enough that he has to look at that pink wig that has been on every 160 pictures she has on her page. She hasn't did a hair change since she been taking pictures on that page. That wig is in every last picture. In fact, she did tell the people as well is that they can't afford to go and have nice dinners. But the video that she did with that, allegedly she had 3 pancakes with some smeared whipped cream on it. The whipped cream was melting and a couple of strawberries on the side. She said the people can't afford to do that. My man is over there suffering, Your Honor, and it's not fair.
So he's suffering. The
It's not
letter.
fair. And then I don't mean to cut you off, Your Honor. And then the people want to know, is those headphones that she's always wearing, or is that a hearing aid? Because I want to know, is she listening to music on TikTok or is she talking to us? And then because I had went and I brought my wardrobe for today, but this page I don't have 1,000 people in it, so I'll post a video of me with my pink wig on. I'm gonna have my hearing aid on, and I'm gonna dress up as friends with attitude. So I'm not done. So I'm not quite sure if I may be in court next Sunday. That's why I said that I am pleading insanity, Your Honor. I'm not. You are going to have to summons me to pay some restitution and maybe some court costs, and maybe some anger management because I am insane, Your Honor. I'm not done. I'm innocent. You see the people in the comments, they said I am innocent, Your Honor. I wasn't bothering with this man. I mean this woman. That slipped out, Your Honor. Don't use that against me in the court of law. And the jurors, hello, how are y'all doing? I'm sorry for not speaking, but I'm pleading insanity. Just don't give me any jail time because I can't afford to go to jail. I have younger kids, but I am pleading insanity. Anger management, something like that. I can work with that. I can work with that, Your Honor.
Can we get out now, Mama?
Okay, so someone did
You
send
hear,
a
you
cash
hear my
app.
child in the background? I
Yes,
can't
I
afford to
do.
go to jail.
Mommy, can we get out now?
I seen the cash app message. It said that I guess they was asking you to find it. I guess they was talking about the letter. But I was able to present the letters in court today. All right, so jurors, was there anything else unsolicited that you wanted to add before the jurors discuss this case?
Like I said, I wasn't bothering her, Your Honor. She kept calling me. The people were trying to tell her that, it wasn't me, but she wouldn't listen. Like, if for some odd reason, I guess she thought that I was a small fry because she didn't do this to the other people she were. She was actually crying a river when she was talking to Slim, saying that Slim sacrificed her and all of that. She didn't have that same energy that she had with these other people for me. I guess she thought I was a small fry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you would like to add?
No, that's all, Your Honor. Like I said, I'm insanity. That's what I'm pleading, Your Honor. Insanity.
Okay, so thank you for muting. Jurors, after you done heard the testimony and some of the evidence that has been submitted, you may discuss the case amongst yourselves to see what it is that y'all want to do from here. So y'all can unmute your mic. Good day, Morgan. Looking good as always.
Thank you. I think it's a case of don't start none, won't be none. Yeah. You can't start. You started. You came over this way. Anybody else? Because that's all I got. Not guilty for me.
Definitely a case of fuck around and find out. The honesty was amazing for me. It was absolute honesty from unsolicited. That's all I got.
Would this be a
Well,
case
Dex, I'm
of
sorry.
like, would this? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Frankie.
The letter was wild. Both letters, the response. Um, yeah, I mean, friends, I think you shouldn't have started this because, I mean, it seems like unsolicited was ready for you. So I'm with y'all. Don't start nothing, it won't be done.
I agree. Hey, do what you
Not
gotta do.
guilty all the way.
hmm
Your Honor, it seems like a case of self-defense to me.
Absolutely. She stood her ground.
Okay, so jurors, are y'all ready to come up with a verdict?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, let me go ahead and get ready to document this. Okay, juror number 1, Kadera, how do you find the defendant unsolicited?
Not guilty.
Okay, so we have 1 not guilty. Morgan.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Okay. Frankie.
Not
Ariel.
Not guilty.
Wednesday.
Not guilty.
Okay, the panel has concluded that unsolicited is not guilty. However, we still want the voice of the people. So now that we have the jurors' vote, we need the people's vote. All right. So let's get into it. If unsolicited is guilty, smiley face. If unsolicited is not guilty, sad face. Guilty, smiley face. Not guilty, sad face. Let's get these votes in. Guilty, smiley face. Not guilty, sad face. Less than 10 seconds. All right. 282 people have concluded that unsolicited is not guilty. Unsolicited After hearing your testimony and after the evidence that has been submitted, not only have the jury, but the people have concluded that you are not guilty. This is why it is important to show up for your trial. So even if you feel like you're guilty, the people in the jury might have a different opinion.
And I have a closing remark, Your Honor, because she told me that I was scary looking, that, I'm afraid to turn on my camera. Well, if everybody knows my voice, the only thing I did was change my page name. So my last previous page name was Grown and Sexy. So if you know me by that name, you've seen my face. I look very much prettier than friends with no hair.
Okay.
Oh, and she has 2 scoops of hair. I'm sorry, because that crumble cookie up there. That's like 2 scoops. You know, the little crumble strawberry shortcake at crumble cookie. That's the little bun she has to the top, the swoop. Okay, I'm sorry, Yanni.
Was there anything else unsolicited?
No, that's all, Your Honor. And I appreciate the verdict. I appreciate the people. And you will not see me in court anymore, Your Honor.
Don't speak too soon. That's what they all say.
I won't be back.
Okay. We shall see. We have faith in
Thanks.
you.
Thanks for having me, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. She done came in and shook the table up a little bit this morning, right?
Judge Mills. So, crumble cookie, that is wild.
Yeah. Okay. So, since we got that case, we're going to move on to the next one. Now, with this case, we have Mr. Washington versus Kev the Comic. If y'all would like to share the live to those 2 individuals. Mr. Washington versus Kev the Comic. Y'all go ahead and share that live to them. For the people that are here, go on ahead, send it out to them. We're going to give them the opportunity to arrive, and if not, we are going to play the evidence that has brought them to court today, aka how they ended up on the docket. So go ahead and share the live out to them. I'm going to give them a moment. I'm going to go ahead and pin that for y'all for the people that was asking. Yep, go ahead and share the live out. 1 more minute, and then I am going to submit the evidence. Okay, so let me see. What do we have here? Okay, hold on. We have another bailiff.
So, hey, so the people asking, can we postpone, because this one's a good one, until Mr. Washington, give him some time to get out of court. So can we skip them for a while and save them for a little later, is what they asking in the comments.
Oh, okay.
And Kev gonna come to court late, so can we get them in here?
Oh, Kev actually would like to be here for his case.
That's what somebody just said in the comments. He gonna be late, but yeah, I seen it a couple times. Can we wait? So,
okay.
All right, I'm going back down.
Not a problem. All right, so we are going to move on to the next docket, and that is going to be Friends with Attitude versus Slim. Allegedly, matter of fact, nope. I'm not even going to do that. I'd rather y'all just hear it for yourself. So, one moment. All right, y'all. So, we have Friends with Attitude versus Slim. I'm getting ready to play the video evidence as to why they ended up on the docket.
Nothing. Not one motherfucking thing. But you care more about her to sacrifice me and my platform because you want her to build. That's fine, Slim. That's fine. You will never, ever motherfucking find another like me. I bet you that. I bet you that. I put that on my motherfucking dead-ass mama.
Okay, I stand corrected. You did send me your number. I didn't see it in the message.
I know I did.
You right.
Friends.
Oh, I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad.
Friends,
I'm getting
look,
so
look,
mad.
Look at
I'm
me.
getting mad.
Look at me. I'm gonna come back on camera. Look at me. I need you to look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Let me tell you something. This is the motherfucking face of somebody that cared about your ass, and you was willing to sacrifice me. Me.
It wouldn't.
No, you did it. You did it. You did it. I'm mad as fuck.
I'm speaking.
She hurt. She hurt, Slim. She hurt.
I'm not gonna deny or invalidate how she feels.
Yeah, she hurt.
It wasn't to sacrifice you. It wasn't. Cause majority of the times, if you listen to her tell you, for a long time, she was telling me, she was like, damn, Slim, like that's fucked up. She did this. And I was like, nah, man, maybe that shit coincidence. It wasn't
like that. It wasn't like that, Slim.
Wait, friends, baby, wait a minute.
I'm just letting you know how I really
Slim,
feel.
you don't know the damage. Bro, that's why I want you up here. Because I know my emotions. And I know how I feel about people. Just because you don't got no real motherfuckers fucking with you. I told you from the get-go I fucked with you. You sacrificed me.
Friend, baby. Thank you. Go on mute. Real quick. That's my mod. Nikki. Go ahead, Nikki, real quick. Is one of her mods available to come up? If one of her mods is available, can you come up? Yeah, there go Chocolate Bunny is in the comments. Chocolate Bunny, can you come up? Yeah, you need one of your mods.
Nothing.
Now here's part 2.
I'm a real motherfucker. I ain't no fake motherfucker. And you around fake motherfuckers every day. But I showed you I fucked with you. Me. You sacrificed me.
Real quick. Maybe this should be done at another time. Yeah. We gon' listen. Friends, we gonna redo this interview.
It's cool because it's cool for her to get what she got on her chest out. And the reason why I'm letting her get it out, because I mean, we could have had a conversation at one point in time. When I tried to come in.
Slim, I asked you to call me. That's what I asked you to do. And seeing there's people like these motherfuckers that's down in the bottom, that's enjoying this shit for our relationship. They enjoying this shit. Do you understand me? And you was willing to let it be like this so they could enjoy it. So I hope that whatever clout you was trying to get, baby, I hope you got it. Because you will never, ever.
Friends, come on now.
And fuck anybody that's got something to say about friends. This is some real, genuine ass shit. I'm a real motherfucker at the end of the day. I ain't pretending. This some real shit.
Please. Because what we don't need is for anyone to get sick.
And for the motherfucker that's down there asking if she came over here to talk to Cool, maybe I can't hold my emotions enough. Maybe I wasn't motherfucking done. Maybe I'm pissed the fuck off and he shouldn't have been over here. That's why the fuck you asking, is he okay? Man, you know what?
Slim, she'll talk to you another day.
Yeah. No, go ahead and talk to him. I'm gonna mute up. Talk to him. I'm gonna mute up. But for that motherfucker that's down there just asking about Slim, go on.
Is that okay?
I could next time. Yeah, I have a good.
No, go ahead and talk to Cool. Don't run now, cause you done brought the emotions up. The emotions is running high now
like you think they do. But a real genuine motherfucker that fuck with you gonna let you see they fucking emotions for you. They gonna defend you in any space. You know what? These motherfuckers don't motherfucking fuck with you like that.
If you want to have a grown, I'm not gonna sit here and take be a public punching bag. If you want to get,
oh my God, is this coming from the same person that punched on me?
Listen. If you want to have a conversation, if you want to have a conversation with me,
you have my number to do that though.
I just said I was just gonna say I can call you. You can get this shit off your chest while we on the phone.
But Slim, did you cut me up on here? It's one thing about me.
All right. Now that the jurors done heard the video evidence as to why they are on the docket today, you may discuss it.
I just need to know the backstory because what is she upset about? Like,
okay. So just to give y'all some context, so Friends with Attitude and Slim had some type of disagreement with one another. Slim felt like Friends with Attitude was throwing people under the bus to build her platform up. And let me give context to that. So Slim was saying that Friends with Attitude was getting close to people and kind of like studying them and like listening to their ideas and then going back and then mimicking those things on her platform. So when Slim went to have a conversation with her, it started out with him just saying like, hey, like, I'm noticing how when you're running your platform, you kind of always comparing yourself to what other creators is doing. You don't have to do that. Do what you need to do for you, but stop like trying to put them down to lift yourself up. One of the things that he noticed is that she was saying, yeah, because those content creators, I don't do what they do. And he just kind of heard it repetitively and finally said something to her on her platform. And she asked him, why didn't you have this conversation with me on the back end? And he was just like, well, no, like, I feel like it's not like I'm taking a dig at you. I'm just saying like, yo, like, just like focus on you. I'm telling you, like, the way you handling it right now is not a good look. Like right here in this moment, I'm trying to stop you from crashing out is what he was saying. Well, she did not take that advice too well. And from there, it's pretty much been some tension. Then last week in court, we found out by Slim and Who the Hell is Shell. Who the Hell is Shell is someone who also moderates for Slim. And allegedly, Who the Hell is Shell was supposed to be doing interviews and stuff like that. And most of the ideas that Friends with Attitude have came from Who the Hell is Shell and Slim. So they addressed that in court. And unfortunately, when Slim was in the conversation, he was in another live. So I'm just kind of like getting y'all caught up. Slim's just so happened to be in Morgan's live with a few other people. And he was called to go over to Friends with Attitude live to have a conversation with Cool. So if y'all can recall, in the comment section, the question was asked, I thought you was there to have a conversation with Cool. He was over there to talk to Cool. He was not there to talk with Friends with Attitude. So when he went over there, it kind of looked like he was ambushed in his opinion. Matter of fact, Who the Hell Shell is here. Good day.
Hey, Bella, what's up, y'all?
And good day, Queen. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
They was trying to get the backstory as to how Slim and Friends fell out, and you was directly involved. So if you would like them to like hear it from you, that would be great.
Okay, so let's get some content behind this whole you sacrificing me thing, okay? And I shared the live with Slim, and I just texted him, but it is like 5:30 in the morning for him.
Which I understand.
So I don't know if he's gonna be able to come because he was having a good time enjoying himself yesterday, and he was doing stuff out the app. So I don't know if he's gonna make it or not.
No worries.
So the whole sacrifice thing, I feel like she felt like Slim picked me over her, which, like I said last weekend, that never happened, right? It was a lot of things that, like, it was a lot of things. A lot of people just sticking to that whole interview aspect, but it was multiple things that I would say out my mouth and friends would take in 2.5 seconds. And I'm like, Slim, did you just see that? And he'd be like, nah, Shell, you tripping. For one thing, Slim met Friends in the morning show. Friends was not over there in Slim room modding for him, being on his side, being a real one, being a genuine one. It was not like that. So for her to paint this narrative like they had this long history of friendship, that's a lie. Was she cool? Yes. Was he cool with her? Yes. But was she a part of the family for this long, extensive period of time and he just flipped on her for me? That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. Two, she made a comment about, I'm a real one. You got people around you who won't support you. You got fake ones around you because I will show you my emotions. I don't have to get on TikTok and cry behind Slim for him to know that I'm a real one. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to tell all his business or check him in front of everybody or get him down when he going off. I don't have to do all that. If shit get too damn out of hand, Slim know exactly what the hell I do to get him down. Don't forget, she was mad he didn't defend her hands. I don't care about that, y'all. I'm gonna stay out the comments, y'all. Let me get this off. Because after the day, I don't really want to talk about this no more. Because at the end of the day, it's just too much. And I don't know how it kept going as long as it's going. I don't have to do that. If Slim doing too much, I have resources on the back end. I could get him dropped. I could get his ass off the panel for the whole show. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to chase panels. I don't have to go on no tour. I don't have to do none of that. I'm not that type of friend. So for her to say stuff like that's a lie too. Slim know exactly what the hell his real mod family, because she was never a mod. She's not a part of the mod family. He knows what we would do if he doing too much. His mods will come get him. We'll tell him to get down. We'll tell Slim to shut up. If he not listening, we will get Slim dropped. He knows that. So for her to make it seem like we don't show emotions, we do on the back end. It is levels to this. We don't have to do that. Okay? The whole thing about him sacrificing her, he didn't agree with how the interview was going. That's the only reason why he did not want to do an interview. He didn't want her to bring up no old bones and no old skeletons about him during that interview. It did not have nothing to do with me why he didn't want to have an interview with her. Out of all of this and her disrespect, when she disrespected him, that's when he brought up, well, you know what, you even, you know what I'm saying, my sister was clocking shit on you, trying to tell me what you had going on, and I wasn't paying attention to her. That's how all of this came out. It wasn't his original argument with her. He was really just trying to go over there, give her some constructive criticism, tell her, like, look, you don't have to do this. This is not how you have to garner your support. And from that, she started disrespecting him. That's how I feel about it. I ain't got nothing to do with the whole going back and forth. The only part I got to do with it was, let me break something down to y'all. I had a live where I was trying to help another content creator buy some paintbrushes, right? I told them I couldn't use my Cash App because my Cash App is connected to a few businesses. So I asked them, can I use his Cash App so we can send it to the next lady? She took that to her platform as well. I was having an auction, okay? I did end up not having an auction because I had to help somebody else on the back end, so I gave that money on the back end instead of having an auction. She took that idea as well. Slim them gave me the idea of doing interviews. She took that idea as well. It was several different things. It seemed like every time we say something, she going back to her platform saying the same shit too. And it was just a whole lot of coincidences. So I just told Slim, that's your friend. Y'all cool. I thought she was my friend. We may not be that. This TikTok, it ain't that serious to me. I'm going to just go on by my way. I know how to move around. I could be cordial in the same space. I don't have to do that. So for all this time, I just been quiet. I just been cool. That's it. That's all. Until she can address me and say that Shell, she knows. And that's my thing. Her whole argument is she never really addressing the real issue. She going around it, just making it seem like it's a beef between her and Slim when that wasn't the case. Now it's a beef between you and Slim because you call him by his name and you talked about his manhood. But this really wasn't the whole case.
May I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Did my eyes spy a background that says ADHD Live? I'm just curious.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I think. That's the name of it.
Correct.
Just think it speaks volumes. Sorry.
Yep. That is what it's called. For the people in the comments saying, I have never seen you do an interview, you're right. I want to stay far from that idea now. I told him I don't want to do it. I'm going to let her have that. But what you will see is it's called the Mod Takeover, and we come on every Saturday nights at 6 p.m. It's the Mod's Takeover. And next Saturday is Bella's Mods. So if I've been asking you guys to check your DMs, it's because I'm personally inviting you guys to the Mod Takeover. That's it. That's all. Bella, do you anything else?
Well, they
I'm sorry.
put testimony.
What you said, Frankie?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did I know you're not speaking for Slim, but since you are close to Slim, did Slim feel set up in that moment with getting called over there to that live?
Yes, because he was in another live. He was actually with Morgan at the top talking about some positive things and in her live and trying, they were having a conversation over her room and he was summoned over there. He didn't know what the hell was going on.
Thank you for giving clarity to that.
May I clarify? I'm not being ableist at all. I just was asking that question because, sometimes people tell you who they are or what they're dealing with. It kind of might explain some of the behavior. That's the only reason why I was trying to get clarification on that.
Say that again. I'm sorry. What you said?
Well, I was trying to get clarification. I wasn't trying to be ableist on the background, the description of the live, because when people tell you who they are, you kind of like that may have a little bit to do with what product you see.
Right, but we never knew anything about an ADHD live. We didn't know that part about her until she put that on her. She never told us anything about ADHD behavior or live. When she came to us, originally when she came to us, and when I say us, I mean Slim Mods and becoming some of our friends, because originally some of Slim Mods were her mods in the beginning. When she came to us, she was more so like, oh, I'm on peace. I'm tired of the drama. Every time you go in these big content creators spaces, it's full of drama. They getting money off of our pain. We don't know how to communicate. Like, she came on that back end. She never said anything about no ADH live, no interviews. And then she really was saying she don't know how they do it. She just wanted to have a small room in her own space because she had her own businesses. She really wasn't taking TikTok serious. She was trying to promote black businesses. So it really wasn't all of this. And I think when she saw the numbers starting to shoot up, because she did get some drama in her room one time, that's when she changed her whole MO.
So I do have a Cash App message, and it says the ADHD live came from Rose initially.
Okay, I can believe it. I've said it since one. I don't think nothing organic or genetic came from friends over there. I think everything is a piece of everybody she been hanging around, and I feel like that's why people feel okay over there, because if you really look around, Slim here, y'all. If y'all look around, y'all see a piece of everybody over there.
Okay, so we do have Slim here, y'all. Good day, Slim.
Hello, everyone. Hold on.
What's up, bro?
What did I do to end up on the docket this week?
So it's not necessarily what you did. It's just that if there was an exchange between you and Friends with Attitude, I did play the audio of Friends saying that she felt like she was sacrificed by you. She did acknowledge that you was brought over to the live by a cool, but she couldn't hold her composure. So the people was able to hear the video evidence.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to boil it in like that. I got 2 days to talk about you if we file out the day that it happened, the day after, and then I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone. And I left it alone, and then Cool brought me over there, and Friends tried to turn up, and then that was just some bullshit. But yeah.
So just for clarity, did you ever get to find out why you was asked to have a conversation with Cool over there?
Nah, I kind of know them. you know, they was having that interview was going bad, you know what I'm saying? And whenever you need we need a little viewership, just go off on me, goddamn. That's all.
So wait, so you feel like you was sacrificed?
Shit, you went from 70 to 500, and then and I'm watching you go off. I'm watching you go off. You went from 70 people that was watching that motherfucking interview, and then it was like it went to like 500 people. And then that's when you start trying to be like, oh, all right, well, yeah, you could just leave. You could just leave. And you went all the way off and said everything you fucking can. The fuck? And I ain't go off. I ain't argue back with you for real, for real. I just let you do your thing.
Interesting. So we just going to sum it up. It came off like it was a clout move.
Yeah, almost every time she go, if she had low numbers, when she had low numbers, she did that shit. After the interview, then you turn around, you call me, GAY. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not even talking about you. None of that shit. Your numbers got low, so you wanted to go ahead and get some more. You start calling me out my name. Yeah, she doing all that yelling and hollering, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to get some motherfucking numbers.
Okay. Jers, is there anything that you want to say while we have Slim in the panel?
Hey, Miss Bella, can I just say something real quick?
Absolutely.
I just want to say that for the people in the comment, Cool was not a part of no setup. Cool did not know what was going on. Cool was very actually cool about it. When I saw her in a different live, in Peach Live, and I went up, she was very, you know what I'm saying, supportive. She was trying to, she did not know. So she was trying to understand where everything was coming from. And she was real, I'm talking about real. She was real understanding. She got it. She spoke good words. She stayed neutral as possible. So Cool was not a part of no setup. She did not know what was going on. She just wanted everything to kind of die down, and, you know what I'm saying, and to keep the peace. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, good.
So I have a question. So Slim, do you think Friends did this just for views? She went off on you for views. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't no real. I was sitting there calm. I would have let you do whatever. I would let you say whatever you needed to. But I'm watching you go off, and then you watching the numbers go up, and then you know what I'm saying. You calm down when they got to a place where you feel like you got a little crowd or whatever.
Do any of the other jurors have questions for Slim while he was here?
No. I already got my decision.
Okay. Anyone else? Because we definitely can go ahead and come up with a verdict. Y'all ready?
Good morning, Slim. Guilty. I'm done with it.
Man, goddamn.
Who, Qatar? Who's guilty? Slim or Friends?
That was the light skin side
Friends.
of him. That's the light. That's that bullshit right there. He mean don't know. God damn. He ain't
Get
want
it
to
out the
hear
way.
that.
You hear me,
God
gang? It's over.
I don't know, Judge Medley. This is like case closed today, like open and shut. I feel like when your ego gets too big for you and you don't know how to be humble, because you know, I'm starting to go live and Slim came in there and dropped jewels on me. He does not have to. And sometimes as an up and coming creator, somebody that has done it and is proven, you got to sit back and humble yourself and listen, because they done been through the trenches. And if your ego is too big, baby, come on now. So I feel like you played yourself. And it's just that's nothing.
And I feel like, and it's just me on the outside looking in, I feel like ever since Friends with Attitudes has gone live and done the interviews and all that, she's always been in drama or on the docket. So I just feel like at the end of the day, she might need to pipe down a little bit.
Maybe it's true. Maybe she's just doing it for the numbers, to get her viewership up. I don't know, but it just sounds stupid to me. Yeah. Slim's not guilty. Go ahead.
Okay. So,
I also vote that Slim is not guilty.
I want to make sure we get everyone's vote in order. Girl number one, Kadera, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Morgan, do you find Slim guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Not guilty for me.
Okay, we have Mama, P.
Oh, Slim guilty. We need to shake this up a little bit. Fuck is he talking about? Fuck is going
Stop
on,
that.
y'all? I ain't going with the majority. Sorry, Slim. I'm just being an asshole. He's not
Yeah,
guilty
you
yet.
are.
All right, listen, we need accuracy. So not guilty?
Yeah, nah, he not guilty. He not guilty. He not guilty.
Okay, Ariel,
Not guilty.
Wednesday.
Not guilty.
All right, now that we have the jurors vote, we're going to allow the people to have a verdict as well. If Slim is guilty, smiley face. If he is not guilty, sad face. If Slim is guilty, smiley face. If he is not guilty, sad face. All right, we're getting the votes in. Guilty, smiley face. Not guilty, sad face. Thank y'all for the gifts. Tap the screen. If you're not already following Accountability Court, please follow the page. Thank y'all for helping me complete the live goal. Thank you for sharing out the live. Thank y'all for being here. All right, we getting the vote in. Less than 10 seconds. Guilty, smiley face. Not guilty, sad face. Okay, the people have concluded. 457 people have decided that Slim is not guilty. The jury have concluded Slim is not guilty. I have a Cash App message that says, for the people, could the people hear the whole docket? So going forward, we will be doing one case at a time. Okay? So thank y'all for asking for clarity on that. But for my OGs that been here with Accountability Court from day one, we used to do one docket at a time. So we're going to bring that back. We have a panel full of jurors. We're going to bring that back. So that's how we rocking and rolling. All right. So Slim, the people in the jury have found you not guilty. Is there anything you would like to say?
I just like to say thank you to everybody that believed in me. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't do shit, feel me? Yeah, I know I wasn't really going off on cotton candy, you know what I'm saying? But deal, feel me? I was really trying to mind my own business. You fucking with me, but appreciate y'all for letting me beat the case, you know what I'm saying? And I see y'all later.
It's a
Okay, I
parade
take.
inside my city,
You just
yeah.
did too much.
I see y'all later.
All right, Slim. Thank you for coming up. Shell, is there anything else you wanted to add while you are in the panel?
No, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll be in the comments for the rest of the case.
Thank you, Shell. See you later.
Bye, Shell.
Bye, Morgan. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Shell.
you. Okay. So now we do have the next docket. Now this docket is going to be a little interesting. So we have Friends with Attitude versus Nowhere.
What I tell you? What I tell you?
My goodness.
Now, don't be biased now. Keep a clear head. We don't know. We don't know.
Again, a lot has happened this week. So, yeah, man, listen. So we got Friends with Attitude versus Nowhere. If y'all want to share the live out to Nowhere, let's see where he's at. And I'm going to give that a minute before I go into details about that case. It's funny, y'all acting shy. Don't listen. I ain't even gonna give nope. Trust me, Friends with Attitude is not the person who's always on the docket. I do not have to say that lady name for y'all to know who's always on the docket usually. So.
Was she on the docket all day today?
Let's be for real. All right, so all right, it looked like that minute has passed. So we are going to go into the details of the docket with Friends with Attitude versus Nowhere. So Friends with Attitude is being accused of questioning the sexuality of Nowhere. Friends with Attitude insinuated that Nowhere is in the closet and that he needs to be honest about what he really wants. So, again, if Nowhere is available, but yeah, so that's what was alleged.
Is it time for discussion?
It is definitely time for discussion.
I'm sorry. Well, first of all, I just want to say, upon observation, I have noticed that Friends has terrible comprehension skills. She has poor listening and horrible comprehension skills. She cannot read a comment section and comprehend what's being said to her, which then leads her to start going off and yelling. With all that I've heard and all that I've seen in the past weeks, it is very evident that she uses other people's content to create her own, but she puts a spin on it that's quite weak, and it's also turns disrespectful and demeaning to the people that she's talking to. That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry. So for her to say or to assume that, or to question his actuality is crazy, but it's just another thing. It's just another thing.
Yeah, I just didn't want to hear what happened because.
And at what point do we mind our business? At what point are things off limits? Where's the line?
You can't mind your business and drum up numbers. You have to be messy, apparently, in order to keep the numbers up and get gifts. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
So is those recordings available?
so the interaction with and there wasn't even no interaction. It was just her literally just she was in a live and someone who Nowhere had and disagreement with, she asked that person in the live to activate on Nowhere. She asked that person to come into the panel to just express his disdain for Nowhere. That person did not do so. However, while discussing that, she went on to follow up by saying Nowhere is basically in the closet and that he needs to leave that individual alone. And that definitely needed to be discussed because if Nowhere has said multiple times, and I'm not sure if y'all was here for last Sunday's court, but Nowhere explained multiple times that he is heterosexual, that he was trying to befriend that individual, and in return, he ended up getting disrespect, having his stance questioned, and he just pretty much stepped away because there was other things going on. But it was just strange to just randomly just say, oh, and by the way, like since I'm already feeling some type of way about some things, I'm just going to chime in on this situation here. And then that's how the whole spill out of Nowhere possibly being in the closet came.
So Nowhere basically caught a stray.
Nowhere for sure caught a stray.
Gotcha.
So people are saying anything that you put on TikTok is fair game, right? But he didn't come out. He keeps on saying, I'm straight. And you're making an assumption or trying to put tea out there and be messy. That shouldn't even be a discussion because he never said it. It's not fair game if he never said it. But that's what I'm saying. Where do you draw the line? You're keeping up mess for numbers.
So this is where a case of knowing who you're befriending. So if nowhere isn't in the closet, like she says, and he was only having a platonic friendship with a person, and that person in turn uses that platonic friendship as a way to be messy, that's not his fault. You can't call him a but, that's TikTok for you.
But we really we can't see the evidence firsthand. And so, we're just, going by alleged. So is it really fair for us to find anyone guilty when we really don't know? There's not enough evidence.
And I want to
agree.
say this too. Y'all gonna stop putting labels on people because y'all don't know people's mindsets. Y'all don't know what they got going on off the app. And y'all sitting there just making stuff up. I know you don't care what you say, how you say it, anything like that, but the motto is treat others how you want to be treated. If you don't want nobody to talk about you, don't talk about them. Simple. Stay out of people's business.
But see, the question also lies, why does it matter? And why do you feel the need as a host of a live, after you said XYZ, now I'm going to ask you about your personal business. Why does it matter? Your live is not about me, about how I live my life on the back end. How is that your business, and why is it now your content?
Good morning, and I agree with that. And also, the person in question there said that nowhere was heterosexual. So why is it a big deal? The person also said it. So why is she making that part of her content?
Yeah,
Is
it's
there any
so
other
easy.
viewers that want to add something to
I
that?
would like for us to say to stop calling that content and say live creating, because if you don't have any actual videos or content, you are not a content creator. You are a live host. But go ahead, carry on.
Please repeat that for the people in the back.
Yeah, if you don't have any content, she's making you your backdrop. She's not making you her content. You got to mute, homie, because she don't have no content. So people don't make content are not content creators. You are live hosts. There you go.
Or influencers. I would like that
Yeah.
word better.
Anyone else?
But if you label her, it's an influencer. And if someone is struggling to come out to their family and peers, how is that an influencer? How is that being a true influencer for possibly positivity, or is looking like more negative shots? So I wouldn't dare call that person an influencer. I wouldn't want that person to influence anyone that I know that is having a hard time to come out. How do you do that? So that's not an influencer to me.
Well, influencer doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a positive. You can influence someone in a negative way. She's a negative influencer, and she's probably not even, influencing someone. She's definitely not influencing anybody in a positive way. But when we think about influencer, we tend to think of positive things. She's a negative influencer. She influences negativity, and the people who enjoy it, she's definitely influencing them. She influences an audience of people who like her garbage. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry.
Wednesday, I could have just took the other. Okay, let me just go on mute.
What is it?
My bad, Bella. I accidentally requested. I just listened to the convo when I came in. I thought this was a coalition meeting. Y'all go ahead. I'll see y'all later.
So,
Hey Bella, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be back, Bells.
okay. You look cute, by the way. Hey, girl.
No, thank you.
All right. We have for the haters here. Good day.
Hey, good morning. I think you all are labeling her wrong. She did not say that's what she was. She specifically said she's a content creator interviewer. That's the only thing she does is interview content creators. That's the label that she gave me when she was doing her interview. So I just wanted to correct that.
Okay. Thank you for that clarity. I appreciate you. For the haters, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Nice to see you all. Thanks for letting me up.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hey, you all.
All right. So, jurors, after hearing kind of each other's thoughts on this, are y'all ready to come up with a verdict pertaining to that case?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. In question of, was it inappropriate to question Nowhere's sexuality? Is friends with attitude guilty or not guilty, Morgan?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Keys?
Sure, you're good. Guilty.
Okay, I don't find guilty because I don't believe there's enough evidence either way in this instance. So, there's no direct evidence. Neither defendant is here. That's where I stand.
This is why we have a juror. Wednesday?
I'm going to have to be ethically correct with Ariel. Although I would like to say guilty, there's not enough evidence.
All right, so just to give us a clear response, guilty or not guilty? Wednesday?
Oh, I'm sorry. Not guilty.
It's okay. No
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm all about facts. And she's not here. He's not here. So I'm going to have to say not guilty.
The people have witnessed that we have a hung jury, so now the decision is up to the people. Okay? So now the people make the decision. Is friends with attitude guilty? Smiley face. If she's not guilty, sad face. Is friends with attitude guilty when it pertains to the case of Nowhere's sexuality in question? If she's guilty, smiley face. If she's not guilty, sad face. Let's get these verdicts in. Less than 10 seconds. $309 people concluded that friends with attitude is guilty for questioning Nowhere's sexuality. We are going to move on to the next case. The next case we have Rose versus Speak. I have video evidence for this case. If y'all want to share the live out to Rose and Speak.
Keep playing in my face.
What's that supposed to be?
What I'm saying is that the respect that I'm having for you is depleting. Because you're not showing me respect.
Because you don't want me to. I'm not responding to you how you want me to respond. That woman called me out my name 3 times. And she said I lied about what I said was a fact.
You disrespected my shit.
I got you, but she called me out my name. She disrespected me,
you can
beloved.
address that after you address her.
She disrespected me. If you feel like I violated
you can address her after you address the fact.
If you feel like I violated your platform, then you gonna mute him.
My nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that weird ass shit that you own. Fuck all of that. Cause what you don't want is for me to disrespect you. That shit that she said was light work, my nigga. That wasn't shit compared to what I can say to you. hyper focused on this motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you. And the bitch who don't give a fuck about you, you pushing me to the side. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck all of that. That's crazy.
No.
You was talking. You dropped me to say what you had to say. Fuck speak. And now you want to bring me up and you want this content and going back and forth.
You know what?
But you just said fuck me.
So what statement?
Because I made your platform chaos off of one situation.
Okay.
I did all this shit. Your platform is unsafe now. Speak wreaked havoc. I let off the AK in your shit. This shit crazy.
So when do you want to have a conversation with me?
We're having an exchange right now. We not having a conversation?
It's an exchange. It's not.
So what's happening?
It's an exchange. It's not a conversation.
All right, so you let me know how we gonna have a conversation after you said fuck, speak. I'm listening.
Well, first, it's actually understanding where both people are coming from. Why is it that you can't understand where I'm coming from? Speak.
You said you feel disrespected.
And I
got you.
Why? So you got.
You said what you said. I heard every word that came out your mouth. All of us heard that shit. Okay? You feel disrespected.
How do you fix that?
You tell me, beloved. You controlling this shit. You say what you want. You drop. You let me constantly be muted, and now you want me to come up here and have a conversation with you after fuck you speak. What?
So
that ain't how that works.
You made that mistake. Speak. You acknowledged that the stuff that I said, you acknowledged it. So how do you fix it when you made that mistake?
What is there to fix? You just disrespected me and said fuck you. Speak.
So you not acknowledging anything that I said, how do you think that made me feel? Speak.
Rose, what you want from me?
You not acknowledging anything that I said, how do you think that made me feel?
Rose, out your mouth, the words fuck you came out. Because you and your emotions. So am I supposed to care about how you feel now? After you disrespected me? I ain't disrespect you. I didn't say nothing directly to you to disrespect you, matter of fact. Let me clear that up. But because it's your platform, you think you can say fuck you to somebody and they gonna come back and everything is all willy-nilly and cool, calm, and collected. We chilling now.
The reason why I said...
And it's okay for you to say fuck, speak. Fuck you, nigga, basically. Okay? And I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong in all this shit, mind you. Gotcha.
The statement fuck you was in regards to you saying that I was trying to... what was the words that he used? I was trying to speak down to you as a black man. You said that I was...
Yeah, you started your statement as a black man, this, that, and third. You can't speak down to me, beloved. You can't speak down to me like that.
I didn't speak down to you, though. Speak.
Because the point was, whatever happened before happened.
You tried to create...
Disrespect happened on multiple occasions.
You tried...
I kept getting muted.
You tried to create...
And now you want to bring up, as a black man, I'm disappointed in you, basically. Nah, that ain't how that worked.
You tried to create a narrative that I was speaking down to you as a black man, when that wasn't what I did at all. You referred to yourself as a black man first. I repeated the statements out of your mouth and said, as a
because I was addressing AP about some shit, but we know how you do. Yeah.
And as a black man, I would hope that you could acknowledge where you may have went wrong. You said that I was speaking down to you, and you said, fuck out of here, and called me goofy. And so I said, fuck that, and fuck you, if that's how you feel. let's go ahead and make sure that we understand the words that came out of your mouth first. Because I would have never, no. I would have never said, fuck you, just off the strength. Speak. You made statements that were disrespectful as to why we have to make sure that we understand the context of why people are saying certain things. You said a lot of hurtful and harmful things in regards to me as a woman, especially a black woman with a platform such as this. And when men have ego,
what did I say to you that was hurtful? What are you talking about now?
Me off.
What?
I have to be mindful of the things that I say on this here app. There's a lot of people already who swear that I hate men, period. And for you to then create that statement,
you explain what I said to you that was hurtful.
A narrative, I had to then correct the action and then say fuck all of that, because Rose will not be considered a woman who then hates men and degrades men and makes men feel small and inadequate. Those were the sentiments that you put out into the space, into the universe, to make people believe this one thing about me and your engagement. That's what I do not like. That's what I do not appreciate. That is the disrespect that I am speaking to. That is the fuck you that I'm referring to, because you will not paint that narrative about me. However, you created a narrative about yourself when you decided to dismiss the fact that I was violated by you in my space. And other women just got violated by you in my space. I'm not making that up. That is literally what happened. And I expressed that to you multiple times, but you don't want to hear me. You're choosing to be obtuse. You're choosing not to listen. And no matter how calmly I speak to you or how aggressively I speak to you, you still don't want to hear it because you're more focused on AP. You want to just get to AP. That's not how conversations work.
My focus is the disrespect.
And I'm focused on your disrespect. So let's focus on your disrespect so we can focus on other people disrespecting you. How about you focus on what you said out your mouth?
Disrespect.
Can you focus on the disrespect that came out of your mouth? Can you look internally?
I said something to
you
Rose.
You look at everyone else but at yourself. Speak. You got to look at yourself in the mirror before you decide to speak to anybody else and what they did wrong. You got to acknowledge your shit. Because if you don't acknowledge what you did, can't nobody respect what you have to say about nobody else. Speak. Nobody can respect it because you won't even acknowledge what you did. You're not acknowledging it. You're not speaking to it.
You said
you're not even saying, bro. You're not even holding yourself accountable for the shit that you said. Speak. So how the fuck do you expect other people to then want to hear your voice of reason when you can't even reason with yourself to acknowledge that you made a mistake? All it took was for you to be like, you know what? I shouldn't have did that shit. You know what? I had to bring her shit up. Yeah, it happened. However, I didn't have to do that shit. Ain't nobody asking for no full-on apology. Just acknowledgement that you shouldn't have did that shit.
You just said, I should have apologized. And what you just said.
Acknowledgement that you shouldn't have done it.
You were expecting an apology.
Stop.
You literally just contradicted yourself. You did expect an apology.
That you should not have done would have been more understanding, and people would have been more prone to hearing you out had you acknowledged that you did something that you shouldn't have done.
I said it is what it is. I did acknowledge it. I said it happened.
What you did.
I said it did happen. I acknowledged it.
Not acknowledging.
You expected me to apologize in that same line. I don't have nothing to apologize about.
It's not acknowledging. I never asked for an apology. Now, did I? I didn't ask you for an apology.
Just said I should have apologized.
No, I did not. I did not say that at all.
You just contradicted yourself.
No, I did not ask for an apology at all. I said acknowledgement.
You just said you spoke to the lines you spoke to expecting an apology.
Something with people and their fucking pride. People in their pride, it looks like this. This is what pride and ego looks like, Speak. What you're doing right now, because you feel like you're under attack and you don't want to hear anything that I'm saying, is what's happening right now. You're choosing to not listen to what I'm saying because you feel like you're under attack. I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. However, I do feel disrespectful. And even in a space where I could be going harder, I'm going to drop you. Because even in a space where I could be going harder, I'm not. The acknowledgement of, hey, you know what? That shit, it is what it is, but I know that I didn't have to go that far. Boom.
All right. Context is important. Along with context, we have Speak here in the panel. Rose is welcome to come into the panel. if she would like to explain her side of it. Speak. You may unmute your mic, speak.
Peace, brother. She can talk
Rose,
though.
good day.
I'm chilling. She can talk.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so the context, without me being so long-winded, because that was a long, that was a long video. Basically, we were talking about relationships and people being able to date on social media and getting to know people and so on and so forth. And while we were talking, Speak was up on the panel. AP came into the room and he decided to use AP's experiences and whatever and whoever she ended up intermingling with as a example, and he basically exposed her information on my live in front of 300 plus people. That's what happened. And so I was checking it and addressing it and calling it out and saying that he shouldn't have done that. And that's how y'all had that long conversation that we were having, because he was more hyper focused on the fact that, you know, she disrespected him after she felt disrespected. So after he called her business out in front of people who didn't even know her business, and she was just coming in into a neutral ground, just saying, "Hey, Rose," that's all she had said. "Hey, Rose." And this man literally seen her name and just started airing out all of her business. She called him a bitch. And from there, he didn't want to hear anything else because he felt like he was disrespected for being called a bitch after he exposed all of her information and the people that she fucked, called names and everything. Information that nobody needed to know, nobody needed to hear, that wasn't the conversation, but he felt the need to bring that information to the forefront. That wasn't his business to tell. Then he shifted the narrative to it being that she broke up with dude on his panel. She said that's not how that happened. He was trying to prove that that is what happened. And then when I told him that he violated my space and he disrespected the boundary that I set forward and the rules that I had put in, like enforced in my live, and I was actively enforcing that information in my live. I was actively enforcing my boundaries and my rules. So yeah, that's what happened. Oh, and also for those people that are like, "Oh, well, her business was all over social media," her business may have been everywhere else but in my room. We didn't discuss her business in my room. That's why she liked coming over there on her main page, because nobody in there spoke to her business. Nobody in there addressed her, attack her, none of that. A lot of people come into my room and they do not get attacked for whatever shit that happened outside of my room. Nobody gets attacked for it. So she felt comfortable to come into my room, and he fucked that up. I don't know if y'all know what that feels like, to think that you're safe in a room and all of a sudden a nigga decide he want to attack you because he mad because you haven't talked to him. She blocked him. She hasn't been discussing anything with him, hasn't had conversations, and he decided that he wanted to attack her.
Speak.
All right, y'all just gotta pay attention to Rose and how she exaggerates shit and inflates shit and everything she's saying. We was having a conversation, like she said, and I said, like I usually say, y'all bring y'all personal business to TikTok. Y'all bring up y'all relationships. Y'all choose to get on this app and tell people who y'all fucking on, who y'all meeting at hotels. When AP came in the room, I just said, that person right there is an example. Rose just lied and said I aired out AP's business and said all these names and did all this bullshit. She lying.
So you didn't call out the
One
men?
name,
You didn't
ma'am.
call
I
out the
didn't
men's
interrupt,
names?
ma'am. Fall back. I didn't interrupt you. I let
Did
you
you not
talk.
call out the men's names?
Ma'am, fall back. Let me talk. I didn't
Okay.
interrupt you.
Well, can the
One at a
judge
time.
ask him if he called out the
Ma'am,
men's
fall
motherfucking
back. I'm
names?
not done
Excuse me.
talking. Relax.
One at a
You're
time,
performing this
please.
shit.
Speak.
This is
Hold
what
on
you
for
do.
1 second.
Relax.
Speak. 1 second. One at a time, so everyone can hear. Thank you so very much.
Like I was saying, I mentioned AP name, and then I did mention that, yeah, AP broke up and she exposed Brandon P in my live. The people who were in my platform know what happened. And what you call it, hosts, you was around when all that shit happened. We went on Clouds Line, what's his name? Clouds 9 or Clouds or whatever. When they had the screen recording this shit and I popped up in Clouds Live, I brought up AP, Slim got involved in all that shit. Y'all remember that shit. I said one person, Again, Rose lied and claimed I aired out all this laundry and shit. I named one person. But what she allowed to happen is AP go up there, call me out my name, multiple times, call me a bitch. Then AP lied and said I've been stalking her on this app. I've been harassing her, and that I lied about what happened in my platform. Then if y'all paid attention, what she said, nah, fuck you, speak. She didn't allow me to talk. And y'all know how Rose doing her platform. She get real emotional and shit. She kept dropping me. And y'all didn't see the part where in the beginning, when AP got up there, she kept muting me, laughing, smirking and shit. So it was funny to not let me talk in the beginning. And the point is, I got disrespected. Yeah, I may not have, I shouldn't have pulled up AP shit like that and say, yeah, AP is an example of y'all get on this app, y'all date, y'all fuck, and y'all expose y'all personal business on here. I probably shouldn't have mentioned AP name, but for her allow a lie to happen, for her allow me to be disrespected as a man, that's crazy. To call me a stalker on this app is wild. And AP had people go up on the panel and lie and say she had to block all these accounts because I've been stalking AP. When last year I only had 2 pages, this page and my personal page. So for you to lie and exaggerate again that I've been stalking you on this app is crazy. And I'm gonna land here as a joke, probably 3 times in less than, let me say, the last six months, excuse me. As a joke, AP unblocked me. I'm laughing. In tea time, I think I said it as a joke, probably in the comments or something. When I unblocked tea time and Chef and all them, and I think I did it in Chef Live as a joke. So again, for you to call me a stalker is wild. I don't even know you, beloved. We was mutuals for a short amount of time. You blocked me and I moved forward. Calling me a stalker on this app is wild. Making it seem like I'm harassing you and shit on this app. And like y'all say on this shit, play the receipts, show the receipts, right? Show the receipts, AP, in your platform or what have you, of all these different accounts that Speak been stalking you on, and you how to block me, and you want me to leave you alone and all this stupid shit, bro. It was a short amount of time that we was mutuals for. I haven't been stalking you. I have not been harassing you. And when I asked you to unblock me, it was a joke. This shit is not that deep. This was just, we was mutuals on TikTok and we left it alone. And shout out to Rose bullshit, saying fuck you, Speak. She lost all respect and all this other stupid shit. It's cool. I land.
Okay, so cause y'all like to say that Rose be lying, and my receipts be recepted. Amen. Could I submit some evidence into the court, please?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to.
Okay. Now let's watch. Now let's watch Speak crash the fuck out.
Rose, no, why you do her dirty like that?
This is from the beginning.
He got clipped mid-sentence.
I want y'all to hear how we was chilling, and then when he seen AP come into the room, everything went left.
Please.
I got here.
Oh, so a man was coming to, get to know me because you didn't want to get to know me, Speak.
This is us playing.
It's interesting how men decide they want to start trying to piss on stuff after they see somebody came around and try to solidify something. Y'all funny.
I mean, you can't say that. I don't really be in your space like that.
Exactly.
I don't really come to your lives a lot, so. But in the real world, best believe, I'm going to put it this way. In the real world, best believe, if this was some real shit and I wanted that, I'm going to have that. I'm real territorial.
So is he.
That don't mean I'm going to go to war over a woman, but I'm just saying in the real world, trust and believe, you would know what it is.
He not talking, y'all. Hold on.
wasn't expecting that, but I'm dead ass. You can't trust nobody on this shit. Am I wrong, Rose?
I think he's trying to ruin the little relationship that me and Richie is building.
Oh yeah, fuck Rich. Respectfully. But tell me I'm wrong.
They talk about what time Rich gonna be done with basketball.
Hold on, but tell me I'm wrong.
You are
You don't
wrong.
know of at least 5 different situations where people have met through this app.
Here it come,
and
y'all.
they've been TikTok content.
Here it come.
Because what they decide to do
I'm
off
sorry.
this app.
Yeah,
I know y'all got
but-
short attention spans.
Quote,
Here
So
it
why
come.
don't you speak to Hey AP? Why don't you speak to the successful
You heard me say,
relationships?
"Hey, AP"?
You never seen it.
I said, "Hey, AP."
Nah.
You don't place yourself
Look
in
at
those
AP
spaces.
down there. She had a situation with Hulk.
Here it comes.
Why are you
And I
bringing
know
up?
of another AP situation, but I'm not going to live. Last year too.
Why are you doing that?
My fault. You said not to read the comments. I got you. I'm going to stay up here.
Because you just like talking shit, right? So the first things first, no breakup happened in your shit. Just want to let you know. So you don't have to attribute all of my fucking...
AP, what happened with Brandon P in my life?
I don't give a fuck what happened with Brandon P in your life.
Can you answer the question?
The breakup didn't happen in your fucking life. And that's why the fuck you blocked, begging me to
But I'm lying,
unblock
right?
you. Because you're fucking messy. The breakup didn't happen in your fucking life. None of the breakup had anything to do with your
Count how many
breakups.
names he dropped.
So stop fucking playing on my top, playing on my name, spreading misinformation. It didn't happen on anything that had anything to fucking do with you.
And listen how he kept cutting her off. He was being disrespectful. Keep listening.
You can talk.
Now that we have that straight. Now, the second thing is, my other relationship ain't have shit to do with you neither. You decided to go fucking live about that because your nosy ass was nosy right along with the rest of fucking...
Now, the reason for why he sounds so choppy is because he's being muted because he keeps trying to cut her off to talk to me, which was disrespectful.
Fucking TikTok. So you were another motherfucker that tried to monetize, right? You can just go into the added list. You can go and join the added list of motherfuckers who monetized and gained clout off of my situation with that man. Go talk to him about that shit. Because I guarantee you, y'all motherfuckers on this app don't harass the men as nearly as much as you do the fucking women. Like, to think that you even have any type of notoriety because you think that somebody else's situation happened on your shit and it did not. You had your own breakup with Brandon P, nigga. You used to rock heavy with Brandon P, nigga. That's what the fuck happened. So tell the story the way it actually fucking happened, unless we need to pull the fucking receipts. Stop fucking playing on my top, nigga. You had a bromance breakup with Brandon P. Tell that shit the way it should be fucking told. Since we want to sit here and fucking create fucking narratives, bitch. Don't play with me.
And that is the only time she called him a bitch, and that is what he's holding on to, that time.
That's a lie.
Now, was there anything else you'd like to lie about so I can fucking...
She called me a bitch multiple times, but I'm
okay. I hope that answered from how it began from the beginning and how he shifted the energy in my room and how you can feel how heavy that shift was. All because she came in the room and said, "Hi, Rose." And it had nothing to do with her. That wasn't the topic at all. And still, even when it's me and him on a docket, this nigga's still trying to make it about AP.
Okay. Jurors, you have heard testimony from both parties with video evidence submitted. You may discuss the case.
Okay, so I have a question. So why speak when you saw AP come in and you and Rose were having a conversation? I understand you wanted to give context to how relationships are on this live, but why did you continuously speak about her prior to her coming into the panel when you were having a discussion with Rose?
I never had mentioned AP name until she came in alive. And I said, there goes an example right down there of shit that gets exposed on the app. The only time her name came up was once AP came in the room. She wasn't part of the conversation initially.
Okay, Speak, I have a question then. Why? Okay, I understand you and AP have some beef, but you're actually you're in Rosé's live, speaking to Rosé. And even now, this is about you and Rosé, feeling disrespected. It's not about you and AP. Can you see the distinction?
Yep.
But you still felt disrespected by Rosé, or did you really feel disrespected by AP?
Two things happened. I got called out my name as a man, and then I got lied on. AP claimed I've been stalking her on this app. That's a wild accusation to make.
Hey, so
Then
two things.
Rosé, in all this shit, her performative shit, getting loud and shit, fuck you, Speak. Rosé disrespecting me as well as AP did. Rosé ain't want to have no conversation. Y'all know how Rosé do when she get loud. She start muting niggas. And with me, she dropping me, but we mutuals. If I can't get a word in your platform, how the fuck are we mutuals or cool? You ain't got no respect for me. You said in all that bullshit, you lost respect for me and everything else. Y'all didn't hear everything that went down in there. So I got disrespected. It is what it is, bro.
May I speak?
Hey, I was gonna say, can I go before you real quick Wednesday?
Sure.
I'm gonna make this real quick.
You fine.
Man, that as a man shit is so lame, bro. You did that lame ass shit, and you did wrong, cuz. Ain't no way
So if a
around
female
it.
call you a
No,
bitch, how
listen,
you gonna
time
feel
out.
about that,
You
bro?
bought that. You bought that on yourself, because when she walked in
If
the
a
room, you was
female
like,
call you a
listen.
bitch, you want to acknowledge that,
I'm
right?
answering your
You will
question.
want to
Be
acknowledge that,
quiet.
won't you?
That's your problem. You too. Yo, just listen. You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer. You asking another question. Just listen. When that woman came in the box, you ain't have to say nothing. Like, what did you even say anything to her about that for? That was lame, my nigga. Like, you didn't have to bring that up because she came in the home. Y'all having a conversation, and like they said, it's about you and Rosé. Why the fuck are you making it about AP? That shit makes no sense. That shit goofy. That was lame, cuz, right? Ain't no way around that. What you did was lame as fuck, and you just need to apologize for it. You got
It
called a
is what
bitch
it is, man.
because you did some bitch ass shit. That's what it was.
It is what it is. But bro, if you get called out your name, or matter of fact, I'm gonna put it like this: if Rosé was in my platform, whatever's going down, I wouldn't let you as a man come up there and call Rosé out her
I'm
name no
not.
matter what's going on.
I'm gonna
But
keep.
she
I'm gonna keep it a
allowed that
buck,
shit to
homie.
happen, and
But
she
you did
allowed
what
the
you did,
lies to
though.
happen for
See,
me to be called a
people
stalker on that shit, bro.
don't allow.
It
People
is
don't
what it
want.
is. And I'm
Okay,
not
and you right.
apologizing for what happened in
You
Rosé Live. That's the
absolutely
whole
right.
thing.
Gentlemen, nephew,
All right,
we
but
can't
That's
okay,
the
hear
whole
both of
thing.
you.
okay. All right. So now I'm gonna respond to you again. When you bring that shit on yourself, cuz you bring it on yourself. When you bring disrespect, you get disrespect. So that's your fault. You got called a bitch because you did some bitch shit. So when she called you a bitch, that was your fault. It doesn't matter if you a man. It doesn't matter if you a woman. It doesn't matter if you don't know what you are. You bought it to yourself.
All right, to you don't matter, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just say this:
That as a
in that
man
whole
shit is
live,
overblown,
I ain't
cuz
never called
you started
Rosé
that.
or AP out their name.
But you
I ain't
brought
never
that.
disrespect them.
You started that
I ain't
though,
never
man.
disrespect them, but pay
You
attention to how
started
these
that.
women talk
It
to
was
men
a
on this
reaction.
app.
It's
Go
a
ahead, bro.
reaction.
Wait,
Go
May
ahead,
I,
bro.
may I
take
speak?
your time, please,
Go
so
ahead
we
and
can
talk,
hear.
man. I ain't never called none of them women out their name in that whole live, but they
Bro,
could call me a
you
bitch.
basically called the woman a hoe on
That's
TikTok.
hilarious.
You basically called this woman a hoe. So what the hell you want her to do? Just sit there and let you talk to her crazy? Like
May I
y'all be
interject
killing me
before
with this
Speak
this
speaks
man
again?
shit. Like what the fuck?
May I interject? Fellow jurors, I would like to make a suggestion. When it's time to vote, I'm going to vote guilty, and there should be a punishment of some type of course or class that teaches Speak how to handle himself when entering into lives. There is a certain etiquette,
As a
and
man.
we may need to learn that.
What?
As a man, we should hold decorum a certain way.
That's
As a
some goofy
man.
shit. Ain't no classes, no bullshit. What are you talking about, man?
As a man, men should have decorum, is what she's saying. Men should act a certain way because as a man, you want a woman to follow, and you're not exuding the traits of a man that should be followed. When you do shit like that, that's like pillow talking. That's what women do. What you did is something women do. That was catty, homie. That was
But how
catty.
can we judge? But hold on, nephew. How can we judge someone's level of is their sense of respect? Because your level is different from his. So
So
if he
hold on,
felt
y'all.
violated,
So
how can we?
someone submitted a question for the court, which I think is a great question to ask, to be honest. And the question was, if AP said he's stalking her, why come in the live? Another message said, do you have a video showing exactly what he said? But they are explaining what was said. So that question, as far as AP coming to the live, seeing that he was there first, why was she coming to the live if he's stalking her? That is a great question.
But if she has him blocked and she follows Rose and Rose is on, she's going to go into Rose's live without knowing who is in her panel.
Okay, so I didn't know that. So it doesn't show, like, you know how you can see if someone is live and it has multiple bubbles of different people that's
Correct.
in the live. So when you block, you can't see that.
That is correct.
Thank you for letting the court know. That is news to me.
I have a
Bella, can I
suggestion.
say something?
Hey, real quick, speak
I
before you
want to
say something, bro.
acknowledge something.
Hey, speak. Can you hear
This
me?
shit crazy.
Before you say anything, to avoid the you know how you can correct that you have multiple pages shit. You know how when you go to change your page, you can go screenshot that and put that up in your backdrop so that they can see that's not true on those fake pages, and then boom, you kill that allegation immediately. Just a suggestion. You can do that in 2.5 seconds and come right back.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't come up to people platforms with videos and shit. So let me say this. I have never stalked AP on this app. I said this before. I had two pages. This page, where I do my live streaming and live hosting, and my personal page. The people who know what my personal page is, they know what it is. Because when I used to get reported a lot and get my access taken down, I would go from this page to my other page. She only blocked this page and one more page last year in June. After I got blocked, there was no exchange between me and AP in inboxes or none of that shit. And CW Live, because me and CW was mutuals too on my other page. Probably once or twice I've been in CW Live with AP. In one of those lives, it was a joke. Unblock me. CW and them and say, speak, leave it alone. I left it alone. Right? And that's all that is. There was only 2 pages last year. I don't need to come up here and show screenshots and shit. But Rose, can you mute that? Pay attention to the disrespect, yo. You can play that after I'm done talking. But for y'all to call me a stalker, or you allow the label of stalker to be thrown out there on this app is crazy. I don't stalk nobody. I don't even know you. And it was not that serious.
Given the statement
There
that you
is
just
no
made,
evidence
sir,
of
that you do
speak
not know
stalking
her, that
AP
means
on
that
this
you
app.
should
I
have
don't
said
like that
nothing
shit.
about
Because that's a
her.
wild accusation.
Speak, man, speak.
Y'all asked AP
Speak.
to go live and show proof of me stalking AP.
Speak.
That's like me harassing her and me begging her to give me attention and shit. It was never that deep. That's not even funny.
But you told on yourself, Speak, because you do clearly you don't stalk her, but you know all of her business enough to lay it out in a live in front of many
We all
people.
frequent the same spaces.
Let me let you listen to
We
what
frequent
you
the same spaces.
Can you not yell at me? You're in court, sir.
We frequent the same
You have
spaces.
to carry yourself.
This shit
you
happened.
need to
All
go to
that
one of
other
those
shit
classes
happened
because you don't
in
even know how to
Tea
carry
Time Live or
yourself
other
in court.
platforms.
Mute your mic, sir, so I can say something to you. You just said that you don't stalk her, you don't know her, but you bared all of her business in front of a bunch of people.
I mentioned 2 names.
May I finish, sir?
All of what
May
business?
I finish?
Bro? You know
May
what?
I
I'm gonna
finish?
fall back. Go ahead.
What you did was you just contradicted yourself.
I see what y'all trying to do, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Sir.
Go ahead.
You ready? You contradicted yourself because you went on a rant about how you don't know her, this, that, and the other, but you knew enough of her business to lay it out before a bunch of people upon her entering into that live, which says to me, you do know a lot about her, and you know a whole lot about her to be, that was it. That you just contradicted yourself is basically what I wanted to bring to your attention.
Okay, Bella, I
All
want
right, so hold on, Ariel. Let me say this.
Hold on,
I'm gonna
speak,
stick to
speak,
the point in the live, which
speak.
was y'all was talking. The conversation was about relationships and people personal business getting exposed. I mentioned two names and an example. What fucking business was put out there and all this shit in terms of AP that I know about her?
Speak. Hold on
This
for
shit
one
was
second.
about relationships and y'all exposing yourselves on this app. And me saying not to trust people on this shit. Not to
Speak.
date people. That was the point in the conversation.
Your Honor,
There
is
was
the
nothing
court case
exposed about
about
AP
AP, or is
and
it
a whole
about
bunch of
Rose
information about that
and
woman.
his disrespect to Rose? Is the
Y'all
court
Yeah,
case
exaggeration is
about
crazy, but I'm a
I
AP,
mute. I'm
or
gonna
is
object.
it
fall
about
back.
I
Rose?
object to that. Can we get to the
The
verdict?
fuck is we talking about, man?
Your
Can Can
Honor.
we? We? Get, To so just to be clear with context, the situation started because Speak saw AP enter into Rose live and began to reference her based on the topic they was already having. Okay, so that's how it transpired to Rose calling Speak out for disrespecting AP, and Speak felt like he was disrespected by Rose. We got context. All right, boom.
I
Okay,
want to
so
say something to my fellow jurors. Keep in mind that this case is not between AP and Speak. That should be on the docket maybe for another day. This is between Rose and Speak. Only those two. There are things that led up to it, but it's between those two. Those are the only two people we're considering here. We're not considering AP's culpability or anything. It's Rose and Speak and the disrespect done between the two.
Thank you for the context and clarity. All right, jurors. So after hearing the testimony from both parties, if Speak is guilty or not guilty, Keys, what is your verdict? Your Guilty. vote. I'm sorry? Guilty. Okay, guilty. Morgan?
Guilty.
Guilty for the disrespect.
Rose, I can't. Rose, I can't, yeah. Yeah, almost slipped. Almost had me. You almost had you. Almost tripped me up. Ariel?
Definitely guilty.
Wednesday?
Guilty.
And misunderstood.
Because he shifted the context and focused on AP, even though that was part of it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say guilty. But I have a side note. We can't judge people on how we would perceive things. If he felt disrespected, then he has every right to say something.
Ariel, did you give your vote?
Yes, I said guilty. And actually, Bella, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to recuse myself from the panel because this thing has given me a headache. I've made my vote and I'm out. I love you all. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ariel. Okay, so the jury has voted. If someone wants to come up and be a part of the jury for today, the box is open. All right, so let's see. Okay, so we already got the vote in from the jurors. So the jurors have found Speak guilty. Now we are going to have the people make a decision. If Speak is guilty, smiley face yes, sad face no. If Speak is guilty, smiley face. If he's not guilty, sad face. If Speak is guilty, smiley face. If he's not guilty, sad face. Let's get these votes in. Less than 10 seconds. $504 people concluded that Speak is guilty for how he conducted himself in Rose's life. Rose, is there anything you would like to say to the verdict?
All my life I had to fight. Lord knows I love Speak, I do. But I make him guilty before I let him abuse me. Y'all have a good evening.
I heart you, Rose.
Speak, after hearing the verdict, is there anything you would like to say?
Listen,